Well, hello again. Welcome to a reading of Plato's the Crito, and I got up to the section beginning here, which I'm going to call the beginning of chapter 3. So up to this point, Sokrates has had a very strange dream, but he says it was very real, very realistic, so it seems to me, O Criton. And Crito replies, Lian ge hos heoiken. It's very much so it seems. And then he changes the subject. So al o daimonie Sokrates eti kai nun emoi pithu kai sotheti. But come, oh, well, we get this lovely daimonie. You'll see it in Homer as well. It can be translated as something like "what's got into you." They're really speaking to this daimonion, this idea that associated with each person was a daimon or a daimonion who was with them all their lives and often makes them do funny, strange things. And hence, to translate this as "Oh Socrates, what has got into you? Why won't you allow me to save you?" is the sense of it. So come, O Socrates, what's got into you? Eti kai non emoi pithu. So this is from the middle here, to obey. So even now, obey me and be saved. So even now also, to get the kai in, obey me and be saved. And there is passive there. Hos emoi. So it's since. Now the emoi, we're going to hold that one here. So since if you die, eon su apothanes, u mia somphera estin, and then take the emoi, I think. It is not a single disaster for me. So it won't be, it is more than a single disaster for me, is the sense of it. It's not just a single disaster. But choris I took here with the to plus the infinitive. So it's something like apart from being deprived of such a friend, hoion, such as I, me poti hurese, so such a one that I will never find anyone like you, in other words. So apart from the fact that I will be deprived of such a friend, such as I will not find ever anyone, any such friend. Eti de kai polois doxo. Furthermore, doxo, I think it was I will appear, or I will seem to many, and this is an important word here, the polois. I will seem to many, and we'll go without the article here, but with the article coming up later. I will seem to many, those who me isasi saphos emi kai se, who do not know me and you clearly or well, those who don't know us well, you and me well. I will seem that. Now we get a participle here. We've got the idiom hoios te ami, I am able. Here it's in a participle. So it will seem, I will appear that, being able, sodzain set, to save you, if I was willing, from ethelo, analiskain, to spend money. And now we get an infinitive off the doxa, I will seem amelese, to have been negligent, to have not cared. Kaitoi tis an aiskion ie tautes doxa, docen cremata peripleones poiestai philus. And indeed, tis what, I think goes with doxa, what opinion would be, optative from the verb to be, what opinion would be iskion, comparative from iskos here, iskros, what would be more disgraceful tautes than this, than to seem, now the poiesthai is in the middle, is to regard, poiemai in the middle is to regard. So then, so as to seem to regard money, peripleones, very much more than friends. So then to seem to regard money as being more important than friends. Uga pesontai. Now here we get the hoi polloi, for the many will not pesontai, they will not be persuaded, hos that, su autos, you yourself were not willing, Ianai, to depart enthadi from here, and we get a genitive absolute, with the rest of us so eagerly desiring it, being so keen. So with us, your friends, being so keen. Alatihemin o Makarie Kriton, but O, literally blessed Kriton, so perhaps it's almost, well, bless you Kriton, or O blessed Kriton, but why is there a concern, Hamin, for us in this way for the opinion of the many? So in other words, what do we care what the many think? Hoiga epi akestatoi, for those who are most reasonable, of whom it is worthy to give thought to all the more. So perhaps we would say, to whom we ought give thought to most of all, they will regard outer these things, peprakthai, this is a perfect passive infinitive here, to have been conducted in this way, hos per an prakthe, this is an aorist passive, just as they have been conducted. Al horas de hoti ananke, and then so Crito says, but you see indeed that it is necessary, O Sokrates, also, Melaine, to have a concern for tes doxes, the opinion of the many, auta de delata paronta. So it's something like the present circumstances, understand, make these things clear. So the present circumstances make it clear that, that's for the nuni, the present circumstances now, they are clear that, perhaps they make it clear that, hoi polloi, the many, and this is how hoios te ami again, are able to perform or to carry out ex ergens esthai, not the smallest of evil deeds, alatamegistas skedon, but all but, that's for the skedon, all but, rather all but the greatest understand evils. Aeon, if someone among them, now we get a subjunctive periphrastic perfect passive here, if someone among them might be slandered, from diaballo, perhaps falsely accused or slandered, from diaballo. Now, Socrates now replies, "Agar o phileno Kriton, hoioi tenai hoi poloi ta megis ta kaka ergedzesthai. Hoioi tesin kai agatha ta megis ta kai kalos anaken." For would that, O Socrates, the many were able, as the hoios to Amy again. So agar is plus that would that, and that's ophilon. It's a little bit redundant here, but with agar and ophilon. But the whole sense of it is, would that the majority were able to do the greatest evils, to carry out the greatest evils, in order that also, and that kai is important here, they might be able, understand, to carry out agatha ta megista, the greatest good, kai kalos an aken, and it would be fine, it would be well. Nunde, but now, understand as it is, they are able, this is the hoios tet, we've got to supply Amy, but now they are able to do neither of these two things, i.e. not able to carry out the most evil things or the best things, so but now they are able to do neither. For, now you've got to put the verb to be in here, they are able to make a man neither phronimon, neither wise nor foolish. For they are able to make one neither wise nor foolish, but they do this, whatever thing takosin, well, they chance upon, literally. So, in other words, they treat men just as it occurs to them, or just as fate dictates. So they do whatever fate dictates, might be a good translation of this last clause here. And that's the end of what I'm going to call chapter 3.